Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. It's Saturday. You know what that means? Of course it means you're here continuing the journey of Batman Brave and the Bold. This is Season 1, Episode 10. Of course, we'll not know the title until I get into the episode. I'm still thinking about last week's episode. Not because it was a great episode, it was fun, but it was just weird. It was a weird concept, but they executed it, I think, pretty well. We had Aquaman and Ryan Choi Adam go in Batman's body as little microscopic versions of themselves to save Batman's life. Because the brain, the villain behind this whole operation, had this radioactive giant kaiju creature that was just out in the ocean, and we didn't really see like the beginning of this. It was just like in the middle of it where Batman was infected and he was told by Adam, don't move. When you tell Batman to not do something, he's gonna go do it, because as soon as he disappeared in his mouth and he's like, okay, I'm glad they finally, I thought they would never leave. And he goes off and starts doing Batman things and trying to stop this thing because they said the Navy can handle this giant creature. No, they can't. That thing was swiping the boats like it was nothing, the giant warships like it was nothing. So Batman, of course, had to step in, and there was just a lot of chaos and a lot of stuff happening. But it was fun. It was a fun episode, and just goes to show how ridiculous and how fun this show can be and how it is probably going to continue to be. So going in, once again, I have no idea what to expect from this episode, but I'm excited to see what happens. So without further ado, guys, let's get into now. Let's check out this episode and see what they show us. Let's go. Right away. What the hell is this?
The Library of Infinity, the history of the entire cosmos.
Who is this?
And now, it shall all be mine. Not even the protectors can.
He looks familiar, but
against the sorcery of Wotan.
Sorry, but your library cards expired.
okay, I was hoping it was Dr. Fate.
Wotan is unimaginably powerful.
I'm just happy they got Dr.
Even
Fate.
the helmet of Dr. Fate.
Oh. Is this going to work? Oh, he's made more crap. Oh, he's done this before. Oh, that's awesome. I love seeing the magic. That's a weird visual. That is so weird. But it's cool at the same time. But why is he even there? I need to help him. Watch your back. Oh, crap. He's not defenseless. Despero. Oh! Okay. Yeah! How? Oh my god, so many Green Lanterns. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is the legendary Green Lantern Corps.
Holy crap.
Thinking you can turn the Corps into your own personal army.
That was easy.
See how easily they
Oh,
fall
crap.
under my sway.
That ain't gonna work.
And I won't let you use the Corps against the rest of the universe.
I mean, can you stop him?
Beware my power, Green Lantern's light!
What
just happened?
Jordan chose to destroy himself and the Corps.
So he thinks Hal destroyed himself and all of them. No. Wait.
Batman! I
Batman!
don't think this thing can stop me.
He was just standing
No
there.
match for the Cavalier.
Wait, does he get the ring? Oh wait, it's taking him somewhere. He's probably confused, like, what the hell is happening here?
That
What?
can't be good. Guy Gardner.
Oh, they were locked
What
up.
are you
Why?
doing here?
Apparently rescuing you.
Give it over.
Easy guy.
That's
Easy.
GL Core property, and you ain't GL Core.
Sinestro, Green Lantern
No.
Space Sector
No, no.
1417,
No.
lowest crime rate in the known galaxies. I was on a mission to protect a pacifist world from the warlords of Okara. After the Okarans had surrendered. Sometimes we have to bend the rules to protect the innocent. Something you surely understand.
Nord Esplanade Niesmacher, Green Lantern of Space Sector X minus 5267 dash point dash. I came down to bring him lunch and I locked myself in.
Whatever the reasons, you're all behind bars.
Despero. the
Yeah,
most
but Hal
dangerous
did something. They're
human
not dead, I don't
galaxy.
think.
Hey, no way I'm letting you wear that ring.
Oh, you
I'm
can't
afraid
choose
one who's
that.
not of the core cannot wear the power ring.
Wait, what? Whoa. That's cool.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Your power suit will
That is
respond
cool,
to your
man.
will, much as our rings do.
I put myself in charge. Got a problem with that?
You should just keep
I
quiet.
do. You want a piece of me too?
So obviously yellow lanterns are not a thing yet.
Universe is on the line.
That boy's had a real growth spurt.
The universe needs control.
Which way's left?
Not helpful. Uh-oh. At least that's working. Uh-oh.
You two are dangerous.
Dangerous. Look who's talking.
My hero.
That was pretty smart, though, in terms of, like, the little shield around his head. It's not actually
An
him.
illusion.
The Green Lantern, who will be my greatest,
Wait, what?
my ultimate weapon.
He's going after Mogo.
Mogo.
Yes.
Mogo is a living
I mean,
planet.
no, but yes.
There may be no hope left for any of us.
Shit. That's a good reveal. I didn't even think about that.
Surrender to the wonder.
Wow.
To the glory. And now for our next target.
How do you stop a
Space Sector
planet?
2814 and the planet Earth. Home to a vast array.
We can still stop Despero.
How?
But you and
How?
Nort are going to have to follow my orders. You so much as sneeze without my permission,
Oh.
you're going to regret it.
You will regret it. Oh.
Drain Mogo's power battery into your ring.
Whoa, giving him that opportunity or that job?
But my ringy thing ain't got much power left.
It's not the ring, it's the man.
I'm not exactly a man.
Oh, that's cool.
Mogo, Despero's making a chump out of you.
Oh, crap.
Okay, all I gotta do is say the oath
Yes.
and save the world.
Yes.
I can't remember it. In sunniest day, in cloudiest night, no bad guy shall escape my bite.
Of course, Batman has to be the one to take on Despero. What is that? Oh.
You're supposed to be protecting the Earth.
That's exactly what I'm doing. That's why I'm gonna blow Mogo to bits.
Dude.
Mogo.
Oh, God.
He's a living being. Desperate times, desperate measures.
You don't understand what's
But all
going
we
on
gotta
in
do
his
to
head,
take
though.
down Despero is let Nort do his job.
You are a most impressive human.
Oh,
But
most
don't
impressive.
You realize there's no way you and your motley crew can defeat me? Would you care to hear the full story behind Sinestro's imprisonment? I learned
Oh.
your comrade, he callously destroyed every living being on those ships. After
Because
which
why
he
not?
created a puppet government, loyal only to him.
And now they're fighting.
You're one of us.
Well,
Never one of you.
yeah, exactly.
I always stood alone.
There you go, hit him. Yeah. Good job.
On Labor Day, on Halloween night, no nose guy shall escape my sight.
Because he's Batman. That's how.
They tell me it's all about will.
Crap.
On Arbor Day or Harvest Moon, no weasel shall escape my spoon.
There's a lot happening right now. Figure out the oath. Oh, I mean, that works.
They forgot about my cheat sheet. In brightest day.
Oh my God, it was
blackest
right there.
night,
Oh my
no evil shall
God.
escape my sight.
Yeah. I knew it. It's Hal. It's Hal. Yes.
And sent to you for safekeeping. Had a hunch you'd have the willpower to get us.
That
out of
was
this
awesome. I knew it.
Good job, guy.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you too. He's in a safe place.
And there you guys have it. And this episode was pretty damn good. Now, I want to address something that I didn't mention in the reaction. I verified it after getting finished with the episode because I had the voice cast pulled up here in the credits of the episode here. The voice of Nort, Alexander Polinsky, is the voice of Argent from Ben 10. And I hate Argent with a passion. I'm 99.9% sure that is the same voice actor who voices Argent, who I hate with a passion in the Ben 10 universe, who's voicing Nort. I like Nort. I like the character. Hate Argent with a passion. Just wanted to address that real fast. We're moving on. I thought that was crazy. So, I love the opening, sequence, because I almost said scene, but it basically is a scene, I guess, but opening sequence before the intro, right? The theme and everything. Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate, it was so cool to see him, even for just a little bit, but they tied something in from the intro to the rest of the episode. Because Batman mentioned something about it's not the mask to Dr. Fate, because he's like, I'm nothing without the mask or nothing without the helmet. He's like, no, it's not about that. It's about the man under it. It's about the man. So when he lost his mask against that like villain sorcery guy, it's cool to see the magic and stuff. He started punching the shit out of him. And he's like, and he says, "I'm glad that Batman trained me on certain." Like, so it was cool that was said, and then it tied into later. It's not about the ring. It's about the person. Not about the will. It's about the person. It's about he said it's about the man. And Nord's like, well, I'm not really a man, like a dog alien thing. Like, yeah, you're not a man, but it still applies. Even though he had the cheat sheet on his wrist and completely forgot that he has to say the oath to get Mogo. Which, by the way, Mogo, love the fact that they brought that in, right? And I also want to address something too that I found very interesting, because I want to make sure I say this closer in the review up front, and then we'll get to some other stuff. But it was cool to see Mogo. Really cool. It was awesome. Sinestro. He's not a Yellow Lantern, but they did, in my personal opinion, I think they did a better job of showcasing his evil side than in Green Lantern the animated series when they brought him in for an episode. I thought that was very interesting. In a Batman show, they did a better job of representing the evil side, and more so who Sinestro really is, as he's still the Green Lantern, better than the Green Lantern show did. It's kind of crazy, but I thought they did that very well. And we'll talk more about Sinestro in a little bit. So Despero wanted to control everything. He's there at Oa. Here's Hal, here's a bunch of other lanterns, and they all get inside his own ring, because I'm like, where did this ring come from? But he placed himself in the other lanterns, and I guess also, the Guardians of Oa as well, some of them at least, all inside his own ring, and then it was sent to Batman for safekeeping, right? And then he breaks out of prison, because the ring was leading him, to where they were locked up. Sinestro's locked up for a really good reason, right? He used excessive force, but he was straight up murdering people. But they, I guess, heard a version of the story and still locked him up. And then, of course, you had freaking Guy Gardner, who's locked up for just being an asshole at breakfast. And then you have Nort, I had the voice guy supposed to look here. Nort, who locked himself up by accident because he's clumsy. But Batman has to work with him because there's no other lanterns besides Mogo that can be helpful in this situation to go after Despero, because they're all assuming that they're the only Green Lanterns left. But I'm thinking there's way more Green Lanterns than the ones that we saw at the opening of the episode. There was a lot of them. They're not the only ones, so they must have made it to where the other lanterns are so far away from where they are currently that they wouldn't be able to get there in time to stop Sinestro, maybe. But still, so Batman was about to put the ring on, and I was thinking for a moment, here's the ring, he's about to put the ring on. Even though it didn't choose him, it did choose him, but not in the same way, because the ring didn't show up and then go onto his finger. The ring showed up because it's Hal's ring that's guiding him to Oa and all this kind of stuff. So it's not technically him being chosen by a ring to become a Green Lantern. But I thought he was going to put it on. But then they came up with a more creative way, which I still found cool, even though it would have been interesting to see a Green Lantern proper suit on Batman, an amalgamation. We've seen that before in the comics and stuff. But in this instance, he gets an armored Green Lantern kind of like armor suit or whatever. I guess that's the word. I can't even think of the word. It's been a long day. Sorry. But he got a Green Lantern armored suit. And then, of course, he takes over as leader and all that kind of stuff. And, Guy's being an asshole. And I found it interesting that Batman, out of all characters that are able to kind of just notice things, he never once picked up on the fact that maybe Sinestro isn't exactly a good guy, because he kept referring to the fact, well, I mean, I can trust this guy, this guy, I can trust him, but maybe he actually knew, but he's I have to work with this guy because he's he's the one that's not fighting me back, because Guy is just a constant asshole. I love the fact that he punched him, right? When Batman punched Guy. But I think he knew deep down. But then when Despero told him the truth about what Sinestro actually did, I mean, it's crazy, right? Like, they're at least revealing it more openly that this is what he really did, right? And then he said, because he aligned himself with Sinestro in a way to, like, we're both on a path to control. Like, that's what me and Sinestro want to do, but I'm gonna do it 'cause I have Mogo. And he's heading to Earth with Mogo, and the redesign of where he took over the planet, like, it was crazy. That kind of skull kind of like thing. It was pretty crazy, Sinestro and Guy fighting was pretty good on Mogo because, you know, at a certain point, like, if we're dropping these hints of villainous stuff with Sinestro and everything. Instead of him going to protect Earth, he's there planting bombs. Like, insane. And I'm glad that, you know, we know Guy Gardner, he's an asshole. That's his kind of trait. That's who he is. But he does actually want to do good, right? He is ultimately a good guy. He was chosen for a reason. Regardless of his, like, actual personality and how he treats others, he was chosen to be a Green Lantern. Clearly. So he was doing right. He was fighting back against Sinestro for doing something wrong, because he was like saying, look, if you blow up Mogo, which is a Green Lantern, a living being, you're also going to kill Nort, who's also down there trying to recite the damn thing, but he forgot. He wrote down the notes on his freaking wrist. He kept saying, in Arbor Day, Halloween, like, what the hell are you doing? In sunny day, in cloudy it's something. He was just really screwing it up. But I'm glad that at the end, Batman and Guy shook hands. Like, they finally just had a moment of just, okay. Now, Sinestro is inside Guy's ring, right? It's inside his ring. So the question is, does Sinestro get out? Do we ever see that? Do we ever see Sinestro as a Yellow Lantern in the show? Who knows? Because who's to say down the line we see the Green... I'm assuming we'll probably see Green Lanterns again. Because we did have an intro opening of an episode some weeks back where it was Guy Gardner, right? He was kind of the focus of that kind of little intro, because we're on Oa with Batman, because Batman and him were working together for something. So I think we'll see Guy again, and since Sinestro is in his ring, maybe that is going to be a storyline down the road. Who knows, right? Because you just never know what to expect going into an episode, and especially when you see the intro, like the first few minutes before the actual theme starts and everything, before the show really picks up and shows the title. Those little one-off stories, you never know where it's going to lead to, because we had one with Guy, and now we have an episode where literally the main part of the actual episode is dedicated to Oa, Green Lanterns. It would have been cool to see more of Hal Jordan, personally. That's just me, but then again, it was more interesting. We had Guy, Sinestro, and Nort. More specifically, Sinestro, since the connection there in terms of, you know, he's going to end up being a Yellow Lantern and all that stuff, and then seeing the real villain side, the real evil side of him. So overall, it was really fun. It was a fun episode. I had a great time with it, and it was great to kind of see some Green Lantern stuff, especially after, of course, wrapping up Green Lantern, the animated series some weeks back. I do miss watching that show. So it was cool to get some Green Lantern stuff here. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I can't wait for next week. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.